This is a report to the tribes. I'm one who goes out in the community and report back to the tribe what's really going on. You know, do you have these national chains of stores where you can go and they call it self checkout, or you can search real hard. You might find one or two real store clerks who can check you out. So I said, let me do a little experiment today. Let me go to a clerk and see how they relate to the tribes. Let me use myself as a test subject because there's some reason why they don't want to check you out personally. They want you to use a machine while they stand over you and make sure you don't steal nothing when they steal it from you all the time. You see, this is the idea. When people are vibrating low, think they're getting away with murder, they can't help but think the same thing for you. Mirror, whatever you see or think is what you're doing. So I say that to let you know I'm making a report, not a judgment, a report. So they had uh, they had two tellers, a 50-ish old man and an 80-ish old woman, both Caucasian, which really doesn't matter, but just for the point of references, because I didn't see any of us employed in this store, not one. And I walk all over the stores when I'm going. I say maybe they got us back in the back doing something. Nada. So if people don't want to work with you, man, they got a lot of hatred. Yeah. If people don't want to work with you, they got a lot of hatred. Well, as I said before, I had my own supermarket, so I'm familiar with what it means to have your community. So I went through this woman checkout. And this is what they do. They speak to everybody and make sure you hear them because they're not going to speak to you. This is the games they play to try to get you upset. And I never speak to them if they don't speak to me because I'm a guest. And they pose to greet you. So she didn't greet me, and she never look up. They never do. And I just couldn't hold my peace because she was just trying to put all of my things in one bag, a little bitty bag. So I just told her to put it in another bag, double them up. Don't try to put it. The bags are so small, you can't put a lot of items in there. They're gonna bust the bag. But she couldn't see that, and she continued. So I just took one of the bags and put it in another bag. Bottom line is this, family. They are toast. I mean, this old woman remind me of my life in the 60s. they still holding on to that foolishness. That's all they got. They don't. In other words, if she had any kind of civilization, I could help her get her own business. I could help her become a very wealthy woman. I could, but I'm not going to help somebody who act a fool, who think I don't, who think the worst of me. Clearly, she didn't want to wait on me. I mean, everything in her body language said that. And it really is torture to be around people like that because they're touching your food. I'm very picky like that. I don't want their vibrations on my food once I see they're like that. But like I said, it wasn't for me. I'm testing. I'm going to do this test for the people. So that's the report, people. Things not only haven't changed, things are really bad. If they don't want to, usually you hire people in the store, different communities, because you want different communities to come shop with you. So if you have no one representing your community, if you don't hire anyone representing a tribal community, that means one thing. They really don't want your business. They really don't want you in the store. That's what I pick up every time I go in those stores. It's not just one person. That's the idea. I walked around that store looking for something for 20 minutes. Not one person. Matter of fact, when they saw me, they walked the other way. Now, in the past, I might ask them, if I'm in a good mood, I might ask them to assist me. But since I'm doing a report, because the average person, tribal member, we're not going to ask them anything. They're supposed to assist us. We're giving our resources to them. It's not our store, it's theirs. If you don't know how to do business, if you don't know how to treat your customers, that's your problem. So that's the report, fam. Nothing has changed. Things are, man, I'm so happy I don't have to do this, meaning I have resources. I don't have to go into their stores often, and things are in place real soon. Well, I won't have to go there at all. Oh, what a happy day when I don't have to be around that low vibrating mindset, that hatred. Like YouTube. When they hide my video, when they shadow ban me, you can feel the hatred. And yet they talk about community standards. You need to raise your community standards. You just take one person and become contagious, and the other become Cartesian. But it's our fault. Tribes, it's our fault because we don't produce the music we used to. We have lowered the vibration of our music. In my last video, I talked about how hip-hop has killed our community. We allow them to do that to us, to our music. So we can't blame anybody but ourselves. That's the whole purpose of this video. You feel hatred going into a store, you should have your own. You feel hatred, nobody want to wait on you, don't want to serve you. You should have your own. And I'm just doing this to give you a live report on the ground to show you what you are experiencing. You already know. This is for the people who don't know. Elijah says, do for self, know who you are. Marcus Garvey says, stand up, mighty nation. You can accomplish what you will. What do you want to accomplish, tribe? You don't want to accomplish anything? You will not be anything. But things are changing on the good foot. You're not going to see it on TV. But there's other tribe chiefs of the land who are reporting other positive things. This is not a positive report, but there are positive things that are happening if you do your research. How you to the tribe? It takes courage to live. You don't want to just survive. Do for yourself as a community and live and thrive.